This tucks under there, and this tucks under their waist. Okay, so simple as that. Okay, it shouldn't be hot when they first put it on. Okay, because if it's hot then it's going to get way too hot. So the person will usually say, I don't feel anything, and you have to tell them, well, just wait for a few minutes, right, and you'll start to feel the heat coming through. It's usually on for about 15 or 20 minutes. By that time it's starting to cool off, right? Now it's good practice to come back after 10 minutes, ask the person, is it too hot? You know, if you want, you can take it off, check the skin, it's not getting too red, right? So it's like that.
How hot are they?
You know, there's a, I can't remember, they're quite hot. You guys will take this next year. There's a thermostat, and sometimes there's a thermometer as well that we use. I think it's 109 or something like that. But
oh, okay.
it's quite hot. Not boiling, but close to.
And you don't count the shirt as a layer? As another layer? If it's too thick?
If it was really thick. Generally speaking, we don't do it through a shirt, right? Generally speaking, he would have a gown on, or, you know, in Richard's case, we just have a shirt on.
Okay.
Right? So a lot of times there's no shirt involved. Because usually what's going to happen is this is prior to us doing mobilization or range of motion or something like that. Right? So usually we have them kind of undressed partly anyways. This part goes downward, right, towards the back. Just have you lay down. We're going to kind of tuck it in there like that. And make sure they're still breathing. Right? I'm doing good. You're doing good? It's not good practice to like stick it across their mouth or something like that. So you want to make sure it's kind of around their neck. Okay, and then again you're going to come back, you're going to give them the usual thing. It'll start to get warm in a few minutes, and I'll come back and check on you. Okay, so that's the neck one. For low backs, we don't generally put the hot pack underneath them because you're trapping the heat, right? It's going to get way hotter. Some people, they can't lay on their stomach because of back pain. So in that case, occasionally what I've done is I've stuck a few extra towels, have them bridge up, right, and just warn them, if it gets too hot, let me know, right? So it sometimes is done, but it's not really a good idea, unless you don't have a choice. The other choice you have is to have them sideline, and then again, you put the hot pack on the back and you wrap a towel around to the front. So I have done it that way. Okay. But the more conventional way, just have you lay on your stomach here. That's this one. Yep. Where the belly button is. Okay, just have you lift up here. Okay. So again, we do the hot and cold sensation testing. Good idea to put a pillow under the stomach, right? Because it just flattens a person's back out. Most people don't like to lay on their stomach with back pain because their back is arched. So if you could put 1 or 2 pillows, it just helps eliminate that problem. We're going to use this one. Now sometimes along with this, they're going to have some electrotherapy, right? They might have a TENS unit or something on at the same time as the heat. So that's quite common. So that's for the back. Okay. Just one thing to keep in mind too is that, well, one thing to tell you, anything that's next to the patient goes in the wash. Okay, so what we do is when we take this off, this gets thrown into the wash. This usually gets hung up. Well, the hot pack goes back in, obviously. This cover gets hung up. Usually there's a whole bunch of racks. Okay, once or twice a week, the hot pack covers are thrown in the wash as well. Okay, so that's how it usually goes.